land of New Jerusalem, we're going to have heathens for our inheritance. We're not going to sit there and obey, make me some noodles. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, what you want to eat? You want some lamb? Hey. You know? We don't have to say, go make me some lamb. We're going to have a servant sitting right there, listen to our conversation. and you better get on that shit, man.
Get it.
All right? That's where we're headed. Regardless if you like it or not. But what is something that not believe? Shall it make the faith of the Most High without effect? I tell you, nay. You can say we preach and hate, we out here yelling at the top of our lungs, but at the end of the day, the prophecies are going to come to pass. We're going to be telling the heathen, chop, chop, whether you feel like that's godly or not. If you don't feel like that's godly, you're going to be that servant, most likely. Or if you're an Israelite, you ain't going to be there for that first portion of it, man. Then when you come back, you're going to see us and be in shame, man. You know?
It says, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
For our possession, man. To do what we want with them, man. And again, when we rule, we're not going to be assholes, man. You know? Like the Queen of England, she got servants. I bet money anybody want to be a butler there, man. Your wages, your pensions, you eating on the best foods. You got access to the best foods. You making the queen some cake. Whatever's left over, you get it. You know?
It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel.
Hey, the heathens gonna get treated. They're gonna get beat down too, man. It will be important. They're not gonna enjoy themselves after all the shit that they've done too, man. Yeah.
Yeah, water. water.
Back in Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 11, and I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life.
And we're that dead, all right? When it's talking about dead, we're unknown to this nation, right? For example, a police officer can gun a Jake down, a Negro, Latino, Native American down, and nobody uproar about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through this system, you gotta reach the news. But the Edomite gets slayed in the same way, the whole world automatically goes in a ruckus, man. Alright? Because even though we're the majority, we're the minority. Even though Esau's a minority, so-called white man, they're the majority. Even if something happens to them, like I said, pray for France, pray for this. Ain't nobody say pray for those Israelites in that land, man, that's getting gunned down and killed and oppressed wickedly, man. Nobody's sending out no emojis and prayers for us, man. And we've been going through it for hundreds of years, man.
And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and the hell were delivered up. Death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
But they say they were judged according to their how they love so much, how they feel, how much compassion they had. It said you shall be judged by your works, man. You get in what you put in, man. You know? That's how it works with YAHAWASHI. You get in what you put in. You can't sit here and do what you want and reap the the righteous fruits, man. If you live like a bum, you're going to get the reward of a bum, man. The Lord tell you, go to the ant. See how he toiled in a time that basically when you don't have to in the summer. Nobody got to tell him to get up and do it, man. So he shall yield his peace from the roots, man. What I said last week when it says a man of leisure that bitch don't do nothing shall reap destruction and poverty, man.
The scriptures say what? Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Therefore, whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You know, so that's plain and to the point.
Yep, smokeouts. You going to the club. You out here eating pork and abominable foods in churches. They call that the holy place. You know what I'm saying? And you reading the scriptures, you can't even walk in a godly place. You gotta dress appropriate. You can't even lay with a woman before you go into the house of the Lord, man. You're supposed to walk. He told Moses to take off your shoes. This is holy ground. You're supposed to wash your body. You're supposed to have the right garments on. Y'all come in there, y'all come in church with dick on your breath, pork on your breath, lobster on your breath, got the club clothes on, weed burnings in your pants,
Another man's wife.
cocaine in your nose, another man's wife looking at another man's wife. All in the so-called house. That man, the Lord has been and destroyed that place if there was a house of the Most High, man. Are you crazy, man? If the Lord had destroyed Babylon, he would have been to destroy a holy temple. The only holy temple that was ever created for the Most High is in the land of Israel, man. And look where it's at right now. Why? Because of us, man, how we were acting. Because we started serving other gods, the Lord destroyed that temple and have us under other nations. That's why we're in the condition we are today, man. You know, that's why we say to hell with all these churches out here, man. God ain't the Most High ain't in them churches, man. That's a fact, man. As long as these churches been here, how productive and how holy this place is, man. The Most High is way powerful than that, man. You got a church on every corner, but meanwhile, these people are bugged out of their minds. You mean the Most High ain't strong enough that they got churches on every corner that his righteousness don't radiate and just wipe out all wickedness in this neighborhood, man? You know? All it took was one church in the land of Israel. It was a wrap, man. One Ark of the Covenant. You ain't got to put one on each corner. All it took was one, man. The Lord is very powerful, man. That's why we're here. That's why we out here doing what we're doing, man. We're putting more of an impact than these raggedy churches, man. These pastors shaving their heads and lining up and letting people do all kind of wickedness, man. Leading the flock to the slaughter, man. All right? Just because your mama told you to go to church, don't make it right, man. You're supposed to put the Most High before any man. All right? You're supposed to honor your mother and your father because the Most High said so, but you don't believe everything your mama tell you, man. My mama gave me my first pork chop, man. That don't make her right for that, man. But I'ma still respect my mother because the scriptures say so, man. You know?
Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
That's right. He's not in there. He's in us. He's in us. And in order to believe that requires faith. You guys are so faithless that when you walk into them doors, you feel that God is with you now. You gotta open up a can of God and drink it in order to feel holy, man. Instead of sitting there meditating and praying and reading and doing what the Lord say, and the Lord will sup with you then, man. That's what God is, man. Not no church, man. Because if the Lord was there, things would change here, man. It's not changing. All these churches and mega churches. I ain't seen nothing happen, nothing move yet, man.
Hey, 2 points. Based on what you said, if the Lord was there, why would, all of those, because you read about all type of things happening to churches when it comes towards the destruction and things. All right, you got that, and then also in that, people will say, what? I ain't found the right church yet. It's only, like, how do you got
a holy place? If it's so-called this holy place, how is it going right in the wrong church, man? They all reading out the same Bible, man. Well, I understand that. You got people, they got false prophets, you got righteous prophets. I can understand that rhetoric. But at the same time, if you find a right church, that church is supposed to be producing, divine. You know? When you get the Ark of the Covenant, it's the Ark of the Covenant. It's a wrap, man. It's official. Things change. When you got a righteous king, things change. When a prophet came from the Lord, things change. Ain't nothing changed with all this wickedness is going on. But guess what? Things changing with us because Esau is shutting down YouTube. He's creating government situations to where he's trying to call us black identity extremists. Like the brother said, they're creating laws to stop us from being out here. They're enhancing laws for churches, but they're stopping laws for us being out here, man. Because the scriptures tell you, let's get that in righteous selves, stand in front of and with great boldness. These churches are under a government contract to not say a certain thing, man. We say what we want, man. To the police, to the citizen, to everybody. We ain't not here being disrespectful, but we don't have no bounds to us, man. If you being wicked, we gonna tell you you wicked. Okay? If you being righteous, we gonna tell you you being righteous. We gonna call it how we see it. Go ahead, brother.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor.
That's what we're doing. We're the righteous men standing in front of who? This whole beast, this whole system with great boldness, man. Alright? We're highly confident. I ain't out here hoping nobody see me and all that. I don't care, man. Alright? We ain't hiding behind nothing, man. Alright? We ain't hiding behind the building. We're talking about somebody that's on the outside. We're talking about you in front of your face, man. Alright? And you niggas can't respect that, man. Talking about you keep it 100 and you mess with people that keep it 100. We keep it in the buck with you. We telling you in your face what's up, man. But the government act like they love you in front of your face, but then turn around and call you monkeys and niggas, man. This whole society. But you riding on that pony, man.
Back in Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Yeah, wait. I thought hell was a place that all bad souls go to. How could death and hell be cast into the lake of fire if the lake of fire is hell? You know what I'm saying? You know who taught you that? The Catholic Church, man. You know, through the there was an old term where you got Hades or Gehenna, where they burn garbage and they used to tell the kids that's where you're gonna go. And then they had another story, Dante's Inferno, where the whole concept of hell came from, man. Alright? And they taught that to our people, and you believed it.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
This is the second death. Alright? All that wickedness, all that cancer, all that unjust and unrighteous dealings is going to be destroyed here. Once this place is destroyed, GMO, you ain't going to hear nothing about GMO, you ain't going to hear nothing about Republicans and Democrats and all that's going to be destroyed, man. Alright? Ain't going to be no Republicans, Democrats voting for a leader. It's going to be YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, it's going to be David, it's going to be the 12 disciples, it's going to be the elect, and it's going to be the rest of the nation of Israel, and then under that it's going to be the heathen in the midst of their countries, man. Being ruled with the rod of iron. Getting busted in their shit for acting up, man.
Hey, the scriptures tell you, any nation that should not bow down and serve you shall be utterly put to death. Shall be utterly destroyed, man.
It ain't gonna be through war. It ain't gonna be through war, man. We shall learn war no more.
Quick decision.
Really busting your head with a rod of iron for self-enjoyment, because we don't have to do that. We can just, put a famine or dearth in your land, man.
That's why we was going into the book of Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. It says that the law is going to be established in the top of the Lord's mountain.
As YAHAWASHI prayed as YAHAWASHI said, into the fig tree, man. You know, that fig tree had no fruit, man. And he was like, he probably walking up like, ooh, that's a fig tree, rubbing his hand, walked up to it and had nothing on it. He said, all right, you done. Came back, that fig tree was dead, man. Okay?
James 5:17. Elias was a man subject to like passions as we are, and he prayed earnestly that it might not rain, and it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months.
Yep, so that's what that type of power we gonna have. We don't have to lift up sword, man. Just like Esau tried to put sanctions on different countries to starve them out, Rome was renowned with their war tactics for starving people out, man. You know? So we ain't gonna have to lift up sword and shield and do all that when we come into rulership. You wanna act up? All right. Say goodbye to your precious cows and cattle, man. You know? That's the type of power we're gonna have when we enter into the kingdom of heaven, man.
I would disappear. I know where they disappear.
Back in Revelation chapter 20 and verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
Yeah, if you're not amongst the elect, you're gonna be cast into the lake of fire. You're gonna be destroyed in that second death. Okay?
Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
And that new heaven and new earth is not like the globe is going to disappear and everybody's floating in the middle and it is refurbished. No, it's just talking about that new heaven and the new earth is a new established government, man. Because a heaven is just a government, man. All right?
And I heard a great voice out of...
Back up again, brother.
Come. It says, I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no Lego block of a city dropping down and fitting rightly onto a landmass. That's gonna be us coming from the chariots, because the kingdom of heaven is within us, man. All right, the Lord said that the kingdom of heaven is within you. So when I see New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, you about to get that? Yeah. You know, he said I see kingdom of New Jerusalem coming down. That's gonna be us returning down, man. After the resurrection, we're gonna be resurrected, coming down to rule the earth, man.
Luke 17:21. Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you.
That's it. The kingdom of the Most High is within us. So when New Jerusalem come down from heaven, that's us coming down. Okay? Esau the type of get mad to hear that. Nah. Fuck you, man.
Scientifically proven that. Shut up.
So back to Revelation 21 and verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven, saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
Yeah, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. The house of the Most High is with men. When we come down, that's the house of the Most High, man. Okay? We're the temple. Okay?
And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Yeah, because right now, we're fighting for joint companionship via through repentance. All right, but once we come down, the Lord is going to be with us firm. The same way the Ark of the Covenant worked with us, that's going to be the same way the Lord's going to be with us when we come down through the resurrection, man. All right? After escaping the second death, the Lord is going to be joined with us again. Okay? Yahawah. You all right? YAHAWASHI is the one that basically the mediator keeping us linked to the Most High. But once we go through that process, we're going to be linked back again like we was back in the G, man. when we prayed and we went to war, we won. Okay? That's when the Lord was with us, man. Okay?
It says, and the Most High, Revelation 21:4, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
That's right. Well, what you think making us cry and making us mourn and sorrow, man? People getting their head blown off. People dying from cancer. What do you think is the cause of all this? Right? First of all and foremost is turning away from the Most High, man. How do you turn away from the Most High, YAHAWASHI? By not keeping His law, statutes, commandments. By serving this deity. Because according to the Bible, the Lord don't look like this, man, at all. But because your slave master tell you this is what you're supposed to serve, you do it. But you're wondering why we out here going through the things we're going through. All right? The Lord said idolatry was the beginning of spiritual fornication. That was the beginning, man. And spiritual fornication is adultery. You basically chose another God and turned your back on the Most High when you worship an image like this. When you put a cross on your neck, man. That's idolatry, man. But we hold this sign, our people automatically get a feeling inside their gut. Oh my God, you put horns on Jesus. Automatically think like that. Why? Because you're programmed by the same person that created this. And you wonder why the Lord ain't answering our prayers, man. Everybody go to church looking for a blessing and an anointing. You ain't getting it. You know why? Because you prayed to this one. And you don't deserve a blessing and anointing. You deserve deliverance, man. Why you in prison asking for extra yogurt, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, pray to get out of jail, man. You know? Like, that's dumb. Why are you in prison asking, hey, man, I pray to God send me an extra cup of water, man? Pray to get out, to be freed from that prison. That's what you're supposed to pray for, man. Stop looking for instant benefits and gratifications from the Most High like He a vending machine, man. Go ahead.
Says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
That's what we look for. And then it's not here. Death is not going to end here. When you get unjust dealings, Esau shoot down a Jake, and you know it's wicked and it's wrong, but then they'll come on the news and somehow perpetuate that they were in the right for that. You go and defend the same people that's doing these actions, thinking that something's going to change. Love is not going to change the devils, man. Esau, the so-called white man, is the offspring of Satan himself, man. The scriptures say, show mercy unto the wicked, yet will they not learn righteousness. Y'all been hugging it out with this damn devil for years, and he's still doing what he's doing, man. He's still racist, man. A closet racist or an outward racist, man. I'm from the South, but I ran into outward racists. I came up here, I see closet racists. Still racist, man. You still hate us. And guess what? You may not know, but this is a spiritual thing. From all the way up to Genesis, the 25th chapter, the so-called white man has a perpetual hatred for us because we took his birthright, man. All right? We're the ones that's going to rule this earth, and he's still mad spiritually because of that. So every time he sees us, his spirit feels away, man. And y'all just don't understand that because you don't go into the scriptures. You don't respect the scriptures. You respect the person that has that perpetual hatred, the one that painted this picture to you. You respect what he say. Why? Because he got the power to your bread, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, because he said, oh, it's love, love. Why would you do what you do to your neighbor, man? But as soon as we act up and say, man, you need to stop this, they'll tell us we need to love. That's how stupid can you be for somebody to blow a person's head off for nothing in your neighborhood, and then you say, hey, what you do that for? And you get mad, and they tell you, hey, man, where's the love? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me love you, and you give them a hug. And it's going to keep on happening over and over and over again. They will not stop. They haven't stopped. All we need to do is come together. Nigga, we've been with these people for over 400 years. What are you talking about? We've been integrated since slavery. They haven't changed yet. And you think more hugs is gonna stop it? Stop being stupid, man. All right?
Romans 13:10, love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law.
Love is the fulfilling of the law. After 7 years, if you're in debt, the year of Jubilee, you're supposed to be debt-free, man. You know, this place thrives off oppression and credit debt, man. Knowing you can't pay for this. They set up a system to where you can't pay for a thing, and then they make you go and take a loan or a mortgage or a car note, and knowing you can't pay that off, man. The word mortgage goes back to the word morgue, and then engage is basically a death note, man. Because basically you're gonna die trying to pay it because of interest rates. You'll take out a $10,000, $5,000 loan in college, and if you don't pay it, 5 years down the line, that thing is like $20,000, $30,000, man. That's crazy. This is a system that they created. It's systematic oppression. And just because a nigga or two make it out, you want to uphold the system thinking that you got a chance. That same nigga or two that make it out is the same ones that keep pushing you to go back into that system, man. All right? All this unjust dealings, all these niggas that make it out, how many of them come back and make sure that Jake are thriving, man? Fighting for justice, man. You know? You rarely get somebody, you know, ball Jay-Z here and there, you know, paying for this person, that person. At the same time, you can't stop all this injustice, man. You know? There's certain people that do things that are affordable, but it's still not going to stop this systematic oppression, this system. Okay?
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 4. End of verse 4. It says, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new.
The Lord's gonna make all things new. How marriage is set up, you know, women got too much power, man. They're not meant to have that power, whether you like it or not. That's why our women are in the condition they are in today. That's why divorce is at an all-time high, because biblically, women are given in marriage. Mary was promised to Joseph. She was given to Joseph. She didn't say, oh, Joseph, I like your swag. I'm going to marry you later on. No, she was given to Joseph, man. The Lord sit there and told Isaac to go over here and marry this woman. The Lord made that situation. All right? Now in this society, women, oh, what your mother tell you? Or if he don't treat you right, go and get you another man. That's adultery. You can't let nobody put that thing in you and pop your cherry, and then when you don't like them, you want to get up and go deal with another man. That is adultery, according to the Bible, but according to society, that's not. That's women's rights and freedom and equality. But look how destroyed our women are, man. Yeah. Don't do nothing to your kids. Don't touch your kids. That's child abuse. And you acting like you're doing your child a favor, but look at the condition of our children at this point. You know what I'm saying? I got whooped. You know what I'm saying? I needed more whoopings. I would have been a better person, man. But these kids are destructive, knocking out old people. You know what I'm saying? 2-year-old, 5-year-olds twerking and all that. Y'all think this is happy times? I'm scared to have my daughter grow up because pedophilia, or she being in a porno because of society, or she being a homosexual because the society pushes that on our kids, man. And y'all happy to be here, man. It's not a place to live, man. That's why you're supposed to pray for the kingdom of heaven, where we gonna rule, and if our children get out of line, we're gonna whoop their ass, man, to keep them righteous. But our enemy tell you, don't touch them. If you touch them, I'm gonna take them away from you. And then when they out here being thugs and gangsters and all that, then they say, look at y'all a piece of this and a piece of that, and y'all shouldn't be expected to live. And then you praise this place, man, celebrating their holidays. The Bible, that's why the Bible tells you, come out of her, my people, because it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction. Look at the minds of our people. Look at our women, man. Barely respecting their men because Esau provides them with certain vouchers and things like that. Wonder why we destroy it. Because you're trusting in oppression, man. That's why. It's very clear cut. It's just that you don't want to accept it because of the benefits that you're getting from your enemy, man. Go ahead, brother. And that's why this place is going to be destroyed. You know? Yeah, City Girls and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's, man. That's why women look up to nowadays, man. You know?
Forgot about Mary.
Mary and Sarah.
Gone.
Like the scripture say, you're supposed to look up to Sarah as she obeyed her husband, calling him Lord. I read that to a woman, she said, oh my, yeah, right. But you holy, you believe in the Lord. With that type of mindset, your prayer is blocked instantly, man. Our women don't even want to be subjective to men. We're supposed to be equal. Why? Because Satan allowed you to do that, man. That's why you're enemy unto Israel, man. The Bible says, she that is my enemy shall see it, man. Our women out here wilding out. I have been dumb, stupid idiots licking random ice cream buckets and putting it back in the same people that gave you liberty, giving your ass 20 years for licking ice cream. You want to be stupid because he allowed you to be stupid, and then when you be stupid, he lock you up for 20 years. The same person that allowed you to be stupid, and when you be stupid, you sell a loose cigarette and they shoot you or choke you out, they say they're justified because you're an animal. They basically allow you to be animals, and then when they free range shoot your dumb behind, they justify it, man. But then when we say this, you go run to them or run to their system and their way of thinking and defend their way of thinking, man. That's why the Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of our own people, man. The Bible says